Hi, my name's Jim Hawkins.
And I'm Christine Hawkins. We've been married for 14 years. We've been going to Rocky Peak for 15 years.
We have a daughter named Olivia. She's 7. We enjoy working out together. We enjoy being together as a family and serving at Rocky Peak too.
My grandparents had died in 2001. They were my rock. They were a big part of my life. And I was just feeling a little lost at that time. I decided, I'm going to check out Rocky Peak. I went, I think, once or twice, and then I said, why don't you come join us? This could be a church maybe we get married at.
I learned so much just on the first day. I go, this is great, and I wanted more.
It was just warm and welcoming and friendly and just felt like home.
Yeah.
I was an on-the-fence kind of wannabe mom. I've never really been around babies very much. I was scared. I was scared to be a mom. So it took us 7 years to get pregnant.
Chris comes out one morning and says, guess what, I'm pregnant. Immediately through my head is I'm thinking, oh boy, life's gonna be different.
We had the testing done to find out if your child has any chromosomal abnormalities. I mean, yeah, I'm 41. We have a 1 in 100 chance of having a child with Down syndrome, but I just really didn't give it any thought. And we just went in for a regular doctor visit, and the doctor said, your baby has trisomy 21. And I'm like, that's Down syndrome, right? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, hold it together, hold it together, hold it together. By the time we got to the elevator, we pretty much lost it at that point.
I remember I called somebody in my life group and he came over and I was bawling like a little baby, and he was with me for a good hour, hour and a half, and made sure that I was okay before he left. But it was my life group that really helped me through that period.
The time I was in a women's life group and I told them the baby has Down syndrome and I'm crying, and they just immediately started praying over me. And if it wasn't for my life group and probably my friends and your family, I don't know how I would have made it through that pregnancy. I mean, I was terrified. She came along on March 19th, 2009. It was a great day. It was an easy delivery. I saw Olivia for the first time and I was like, okay, baby's here.
She was immediately transported to the NICU, and she needed a little bit of help with breathing and swallowing, stuff like that. And so she was there for 15 days.
On day 2 of the little girl's life, Olivia looked at me straight in the eyes, and that was it. My ambivalent feelings just switched. I just felt such intense, pure love and joy for this child, and I will love and protect you till the day I die. Shortly after she turned 3, she started getting fevers on and off and really being irritable and cranky. So went to the doctor at the time. I'm like, we haven't done a blood draw in about a year or so. Went and had the blood draw done, and I remember that night you said to me, I think something's really wrong with Olivia. And I was like, no, don't say that, don't say that. The next day I get a call from the doctor that she has leukemia.
I remember Chris calling me at work. I could tell something was dramatically wrong, and she said, Olivia has leukemia. And I said, and I got angry. I rushed home. We had to pack and get ready to go to Children's Hospital.
We spent 5 days of just misery in the hospital. And we're calling life group people, and they're praying for us. It was probably the hardest 5 days of our life.
It ended up being 2.5 years of treatment. We had to go to Children's Hospital 40 to 50 times. Our whole lifestyle changed because her immune system was shot and her hair started falling out, and I actually had to shave her head. That was great. There's 2 bald people in this family, and it was a tough journey.
I was definitely concerned with the effects of chemo and what's this gonna do to my girl. So we had life group members come over, and we all laid hands on Olivia and we prayed over her, and then the next day we started, they call it delayed intensification. So I'm, busy with Olivia, taking her to the hospital, and my neighbor gets diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. I'm thinking, oh gosh, when was the last time I had my mammogram? So it's probably about 3 months overdue. They see something on the mammogram. Well, I'm freaked. My mother died of breast cancer. I go in and I get the biopsy, and comes back positive for breast cancer, stage 1.
I remember Chris walking in the door, and she's got tears, and she goes, they just found out it's cancerous. A huge sigh. I was like, oh, I can't believe this is happening to us.
I'm like, really? This too? This is craziness. And I have some decisions to make. Do I want to have a mastectomy? Do I want to have a double mastectomy? Do I want to just take out the tumor and do some radiation? What do I want to do? And I need to be here for my girl. And meanwhile, my girl is still under chemotherapy treatment. And I'm thinking, we can't have 2 people in the house on chemo treatment here. And finally, I'm like, well, we're just gonna have a double mastectomy and we're just gonna do it and get it over with.
Time of surgery, I prayed over Chris right before she was getting wheeled in. Chris did really well, came out of surgery. They felt we got everything and that we didn't need to do chemo. And so that was a blessing.
And then we had reconstructive surgery done about 5 months later. And then Olivia ended her treatment about 3 months later.
I was trying to find out the why. It wasn't like, God, why are you doing this to me? I wanted to know why. Where is this leading? I believe God does all things for good, and through this journey, something good is going to happen. I'm seeing the benefit of Chris. She's a huge advocate, and she's helping a lot of people go through what we've already gone through. So I'm starting to see part of the why, and I know there's more, and I'm okay to wait on that.
I was not happy with God. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I mean, your child has cancer. You get cancer within a span of less than 2 years. That's insane. And I just feel so blessed that we were connected and we had good life groups and we had good people in our lives that could support us. If you don't have that, that journey is so hard. It's just harder than it needs to be.
Olivia brings a lot of life to people. We have people come up to us and go, you guys are an inspiration to us. And I go, well, how? And people have come up and said, you've helped us get through what we're going through. And I don't know what it is about Olivia. She brings out the best in people, and we have people that help her at church, and they go, I just love taking care of your daughter.
She is just so resilient. We could all learn lessons from her. She is such a resilient child. Again, God's plan is greater than ours.
Yeah.
By far. It's crazy. It's head spinning. Truly head spinning.